Welcome to Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. Thanks so much for downloading the podcast and checking me out on YouTube, youtube.com. Look for Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood as we're brought to you by Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp. Do you know they got 4 locations? They've been shrimply delicious since 1950. So Canal Street's open 24/7. It literally is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Canal Street location right by the rate. And then from there, you can go to Olympia Fields, to Hillside or Evergreen Park. They've had workers, employees at Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp for over 40 years. They have a number of them that go to all the different stores to help you. So some of the same familiar faces that you've seen for years, they're working at Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp because they want to give you the best quality, the best food, and the best service. Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp. It's the place I go for the best seafood. I want you to go there as well. And if you go there, there's a discount for you. Just say, I want the ESPN Chicago J Hood discount. And you'll get some money off your bill. How about that? Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp, shrimply delicious since 1950. I was at Bears camp today on Monday on the Cap and J Hood morning show. We were out there and we got some bad news, not good news for the Bears. Kobe Bryant is expected to be sidelined 8 to 10 weeks due to a hyperextended knee, bone bruise, and small fracture that he suffered at today's practice. No surgery is expected. And you're like, after all that, no surgery? Yeah, no surgery. But the point is, Kobe Bryant out 8 to 10 weeks, the safety for the Chicago Bears. And that is not good. And you know why that's not good? There's a ripple effect, and Courtney Cronin was reporting on this today. The ripple effect created by Kobe Bryant's injury is what's most concerning. Cam Lewis was getting most of his reps at nickel in place of Kyler Gordon and shifted to safety after Bryant went down today. The Bears are extremely thin on the back line of their defense and will need yet another contingency plan for a secondary dealing with multiple injuries to their starters. Yeah, Kyler Gordon is one in which the Bears are frustrated with Kyler Gordon. You're like, dude, you've been in the facility all summer, but yet you can't get healthy. And they're not happy with that because they know that at nickel, that Kyler Gordon is one of the best in the league, best in football when he's healthy, but he's not available. And now the Kobe Bryant injury, and so many depending on Kobe Bryant to be that catalyst in the secondary for the Chicago Bears, and now he's out, and that's a significant injury. 8 to 10 weeks, probably heavier on the 10 than the 8, that is for sure. And so it is a huge, huge blow for the Chicago Bears. And so you think about this from a timeline perspective. Courtney talks about how, Elijah Hicks, their top backup, is on the PUP list. If they move Cam Lewis over to safety, they creates a hole at the nickel. And so Kyler Gordon, as we mentioned, is out indefinitely. You have Thieneman, who is a rookie. There's exactly no snaps of NFL game experience between the other safeties. Javarius Owens is on this roster. Skylar Thomas, Anthony Johnson Jr. Yeah, that's not good. It's not good at all. Because we thought coming in that one of the strengths of the defense would be the secondary, the speed of the secondary, the ability of the secondary. And yeah, Jalen Johnson's still there. And, you have players there, but that's not the point. The point is that you look forward to being as healthy as possible in that back end because the defensive line has a lot to prove still. And the linebackers have a lot to prove. And so, yeah, this is a setback for the defense. So, being at camp today, listening to Ben Johnson says that he really wants the offensive line to really press the defensive line. He wants a little bit more production from the offensive line on one-on-ones against the defensive line. And, of course, if you check out Courtney Cronin on Twitter or on her Instagram, she's letting you know what's going on with the Chicago Bears. But that's not a good thing right there, not at all. I'll be back out there on Thursday. Weather permitting, to be able to check out the Bears, and so we'll give you more on the summer of football. But yeah, that's not good for the Chicago Bears. But I do want to say overall that I do love the fact that the Chicago Bears have an attitude, have a swagger about them, because it comes from Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson said, we're the team that's going to regress. I mean, and that comes from taking a shot at the head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Liam Cohen, got tired of seeing Caleb Williams on social media, apparently, and thinks that the Jaguars, that they need more attention. And Ben Johnson responds like, "Oh, we're the team that's going to regress." I mean, that's what everyone's saying. You just know that Ben Johnson is using that for fuel, right? And when the Bears take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, there's going to be something special for the Jaguars from the Bears standpoint. But again, the Bears can fight, but they need to be able to take it to another level. There's always going to be injury, sure. This is not good for the secondary of the Bears. But offensively speaking, just seeing what I saw out there today and what people are talking about, the offense, guys, is just dynamic. It's electric. It really is. And this is just practice, but there's a lot of people excited about what the next step is for the Chicago Bears offensively. With Caleb Williams, the running game. It's funny about the running game. Guy was supposed to be day-to-day, and he was actually on the field today. But they say day-to-day, soft tissue injury, so they're going to make sure that he's taken care of and watch him, and also watch DeAndre Swift. Ben Johnson, the head coach today, talked about how, hey, I've been with Swift a lot, Detroit, now with Chicago. I know the young man. I know what he's going through. So, he wants to make sure that his reps probably are limited, especially in preseason games, because he wants to make sure that he's ready to go to run the football for the Chicago Bears. And so interesting time for the Bears, especially with the injuries that they've suffered. But, yeah, it is dire in the secondary right now of guys in that back line that can be able to make plays. Get used to the names Javarius Owens, Skylar Thomas, and Anthony Johnson Jr. Those are names that you'll be hearing a lot until the Bears can find someone that can fill the hole. With Kyler Gordon down and now Bryant down, it's not great. But we always love to give you the summer of football. Make sure that you check out our playlist for summer of football of things that you might have missed, because we're going to try to give you football conversation as much as possible as we talk to you about the Chicago Bears. Bear down. Arrgh. So long, everybody.